What's up? This your boy Pimpn Ken. Once again, we are live on Facebook. Dig this here. Today, I want to address the Internet Geek calling me a snitch. Let me explain to y'all. First of all, let me say this here though. For those of you who are watching and who purchased the class, the game college, and you were no longer to access the class, well, my site was hacked. So what I've done is I put the classes on YouTube. So you can go on YouTube so you can get the classes, and that way you can access the classes. And those of you who also purchased the class, I just want to let y'all know that email me, and you guys know the email that you purchased the class at, and just put Game College, and I will send you a copy of Pimpology, the audio book, free, because I had to give the classes away on YouTube because YouTube's can't be hacked. So therefore, I'm not going to do that like that, okay? So, you know what I'm saying? Y'all don't even worry about that, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to make sure that everybody gets it. Okay, so what I'm talking about is what I'm saying is with the Internet Geek, what I need y'all to do is I want y'all to understand that this guy that I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying, is, wait a minute, I want to say something, you know what I'm saying? First, I want to tell my staff, can you please, have a seat? All right, yeah, I got staff and I got people here, so they're moving around and they're making me distracting me. So, okay, now back to what I was saying. As far as the Internet Geek calling me a snitch, first of all, I want to point out something. If y'all remember, about 2 or 3 days before all of this Pimpn Ken snitch shit campaign started, I did a video on Facebook Live, and the video was titled that Pimps Up and Holds Down in America Pimp is responsible for a lot of young men going to prison. The day after that, I did a video saying that human trafficking is real, and I broke down human trafficking for young men so they can see the repercussion of their actions. Now, I just want y'all to listen to me. How can a person be anti-crime, anti-the black man going to prison, anti-racism, anti-systemic racism, anti-white supremacy as it applies to the criminal justice system, not as white people, but as it, this is what Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump been talking about. So y'all understand the language. Anti all of these things, but at the same time be an informant. See, I'm not going to tell you to go out there and commit a crime. I'm going to speak out against crime. I'm going to speak out against human trafficking. For the last 10 years, that's what Pimpn Ken been doing. I've been telling young men not to go to jail. I've been telling young men to get yourself together. Go over to the Lion's Den on YouTube and listen to some of the conversations that I had with that brother over there, Brother Rick, over there, the Lion's Den, Pimpn Ken and the Lion's Den. Go to Pimpn Ken YouTube channel and look at what I did. I speak about, success. I think about imagination, leadership, and so on and so forth. So for somebody to say that Pimpn Ken's a snitch 2 days after he do a video telling young men to not watch Pimps Up, Holds Down, because Pimps Up, Holds Down is responsible for young men going to prison, for somebody to call me a snitch right after I said that the human trafficking laws is sending people to prison, and that it was set up and designed to lock young African American men up, which is the same thing that Hillary Clinton, Donald Trump, and Bernie Sanders said. And then somebody 2 days later, after 30 years, nobody ever made this accusation, say that Pimpn Ken's a snitch. You know that that person is working directly with the system. See, what y'all got to understand is that this system is real. 1 out of every 4 African Americans is incarcerated. We got young men out here going to jail every day. You got young men out here following trends. You got young men that are impressionable. Anything they see me do something, they see another person do something, and they go out there and they just imitate everything that they see. If a rapper say, I'm going to wear big gold chains today, they go buy a big gold chain. If a rapper wear a big earring, they go buy big earrings. If a rapper put tattoos all over their face, they put tattoos all over their face, because our young people are impressionable. So for the last 10 years, Pimpn Ken been out here telling young men to quit pimping. So people would tell you, no, He's out here, he's promoting pimping. He's out here, he's glorifying pimping. Well, what I'm going to do, I'm going to have a young lady read something. And I'm going to have her read from my book. This book is called Pimpology, The 48 Laws of Game. I wrote this book almost 10 years ago. I want you to hear specifically what I said. She's going to read loud enough since people think that I'm trying to send people to jail. I'm going to show you what I'm trying to do. I don't want you to go to jail. You understand me? Our people have suffered too long. You understand me? We have had too many traitors in our community. We have people that work with the system and make sure that they perpetuate this system of criminality that is going on in the black community. And this is something that really have to stop. You know what I'm saying? There's no way that a man would spend 10 years of his life speaking out against crime, speaking out against young African-American men pimping, and then go out there and try to set people up. I done told y'all, I'm going to tell you again, you can't set nobody up for pimping. Because in order for you to set somebody up for pimping, you have to know they're female. Brothers don't deal with the females. You only deal with the brothers. And you can't set the brothers up because the brothers going to lie about what they do. And if the feds is got you as an informant and you working with the feds and these guys are so-called committing crime, then the story's got to match. I can't say that you're doing something that I've never seen you do, and then the feds investigate you and it's opposite. It won't stand up in court. Any lawyer would beat that. So let's just clear that, you know what I'm saying? First of all. And the second of all, there's only two ways that you can set somebody up in today's criminal system. That's once you got to be trying to sell them guns, or you got to be trying to sell drugs. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way they can catch you up for conspiracy. You know what I'm saying? In today's society with the feds, that's what the feds do. They either set you up with guns, they set you up with drugs. You can't find one person in our community that said Ken ever sold drugs, or Ken, well, I ain't gonna say I didn't never hustle. You know what I mean? When I was young, I did. But I'm talking about in the last 25 years. 25 years, and you're not going to find anybody that say Ken came to him asking about drugs, or Ken asked about some weed, or Ken asked about some pills, or Ken deal with guns. I don't deal with guns. I don't deal with drugs. So, you know what I mean? This accusation is only a ploy by the enemy to try to defame all the good things that I'm trying to do. This is only to try to make it look like I'm your enemy, brother. They want you to think that, you know, hey, don't listen to Ken. Ken is not the person to listen to because he's in the criminal justice system. He's working with the people. You know, because they know if you listen to me, you will stop selling drugs. You will stop pimping. I'm going to let this young lady read right quick. Read that right quick for the people.
The so-called pimp game that's being played today ain't shit compared to the way it used to be. I haven't pimped on hoes for a while. I'm not showing any disrespect to those who still are doing that, but if you can't figure out how to flip the script and pimp on something that can really make you rich, something that is legal and can make sure that you never have to work again, then you shouldn't really call yourself a pimp. I knew that I was put here for something more, or at least that's what my mama always told me. So, do know that my goal is to teach the wisdom of the pimp mentality, not how to become a peddler of flesh.
Okay. See, this is from this book. To teach the pimp mentality, not to become a peddler of flesh. If I was out to get young black men, I wouldn't tell them to get out the game. I wouldn't tell them that PIMP means put it in my pocket. Everybody wanted it in their pocket. I wouldn't tell them to do something constructive with their life. Because if you go to this book, if you have this book, read chapter 48. Everybody think, oh, this book is all about pimping, pimpology. I'm going to learn something from this book. But you got a misconception, young man. What I'm trying to teach you is I'm trying to teach you how to pimp the world. I told you that America is the biggest hole in the world, and everybody that came here. The Japanese came here and got some money. The Jews came and got some money. The Arabs came and got some money. The Africans came and got some money. Everybody getting money but the African Americans, or the so-called Negroes, or the Moorish Americans here in the wilderness in North America. What I'm trying to teach you is I'm trying to teach you how to pimp every situation. This is my hope. This book here is my hope. I don't need no prostitute. This is my prostitute. I don't need no hope. When you go to the internet and we do all this stuff and you purchase my stuff, I look at that the same way America look at Chrysler, the same way America look at Ford. They look at Ford, they look at Chrysler as their product. You know what I'm saying? Women is not my product. This is my product. This is what I sell. You know what I'm saying? I don't have time to waste time going around trying to set people up. I don't do that bullshit. That is petty to me. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to take you away from your family, but you see what I'm saying? When somebody work for the feds or somebody work for the system, that's what they do. Because the system is just what it is. It's a criminal justice system. So the judge get paid. The lawyer get paid. the district attorney get paid. The police officer that arrests you get paid. The jailer get paid. The correctional officer get paid. It's a big system of money. So what you got to understand is that this system cannot survive unless you commit a crime. And I'm the only person that's out here, you know, I won't say I'm the only person, I'm pretty sure there's other good-minded brothers out here that want to see you brothers, you know what I'm saying, change your life. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of the few people out here that's telling you to get out the game. You know what I'm saying? Telling you that the game is not for you, and that's what I want you to understand. I want you to understand that, man, listen to me, that if you listen to these geeks, you know what I'm saying, these internet geeks that put off these sites that try to defame real brothers, brothers that's trying to correct defect, brothers trying to uplift brothers in the community, then you fall right into the hands of the enemy. And that's what the enemy wants you to do. The enemy wants you to think that a good brother, a brother that wants to see you free, a brother that don't want you to take the path that he took, you know what I'm saying, a brother that believes, you know what I'm saying, in the onward march and the forward civilization of the so-called black nation, you know what I'm saying, that's really trying to help you, you know what I'm saying, correct your defect, you know what I'm saying, it's against you. And that's what they do. That's what they did to Malcolm. That's what they did to Martin. That's what they do to everybody that come with a positive message. They try to demonize that person. They try to criticize that person. They try to castigate that person. They try to make that person seem like he's not with you, so you can run from your brother, so you can run from the truth. This is the truth. Like I said, I did a video on Facebook. If you scroll down, after you look at this video, you'll see me denouncing pimps up, hold down. I denounce American Pimp. I speak bad on human trafficking. I show you the laws because you know ignorance is no excuse at all. If I was with the police, I wouldn't be trying to tell you to dodge the police. I wouldn't tell you that the police is out to get you. I wouldn't tell you to change your life. I wouldn't tell you to go get a job. But only somebody that loves you, only somebody that's down with you and is down with the community and the upliftment of our community would do that. I told you I didn't talk to the brothers from the Black Panthers. I told you I didn't talk to the brothers from the Moore Science Temple. I told you I didn't talk to the brothers from the Nation of Islam and that I was changing my name to Professor King. As soon as I tell you that, then it's a campaign saying Pimpn Ken is snitch. By an internet geek. Not by somebody that's credible. Not from somebody that's been out there in the street. Y'all know my best friend. Y'all know JD. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know Big Silk. Y'all know Valentino. Y'all know a whole bunch of people that I deal with that's been in the streets all their life. And not now one of them have nothing bad to say about me. Not no one in the street has something bad about me. But it takes an internet geek that works for the system, have an interest in keeping young African Americans down. You know what I'm saying? Brothers that come from dilapidated communities, that come from downtrodden environments, that come from dilapidated projects and so on and so forth. Yeah, they want to keep you down because they know if you listen to me, you're going to be saved. If you listen to me, they know you can become a businessman. They know you're going to go from the ghetto streets to the executive streets, from the ghetto blocks to the Wall Street stocks. I done it. This is a $100,000 book. See what I'm saying? Plus another $150,000 in promotions, $250,000. Oh yeah, I'm gonna come back later. I'm gonna show you the contract. See, the same guy that want to demonize us, that want to make it seem like I'm not an executive, not a business person, he's gonna tell you I only got $5,000 for this book. I'm going to show you the contract. I'm going to show you the $100,000. I'm going to show you that everything that I'm saying is the unadulterated truth. You know what I'm saying? It's the real deal. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to show you that. We're going to talk about that later. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, in this book is only can be found if you go to Burns and Nobles, if you go to Books of Music, in the self-help book. This is a self-help book. They were labeled as a self-help book. This is a manual. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of wisdom in this book. You can go to iTunes and you can get this book right now. All you got to do is type in my name, Pimpn Ken, type in the book, and you will see everything that I'm telling you. You can read for yourself the chapter that just was read. Now I'm going to go to my other book, and I'm going to have the young lady read from the other chapter. And this is from my book, The Art of Human Chess. Since people say that I'm working with them people, I'm going to show you who I'm really working with. I'm going to show you who I'm working with. I'm going to show you I'm working with you, brother. I'm working with you, sister. I'm trying to keep your son out of prison. I'm trying to keep your cousin out of prison. I'm trying to make sure that they don't go down the road that I went down. Because I know that, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day, this leads to prison. And right now, human trafficking is serious. It carries life. Who wants to see their loved ones do life in prison? You know, I speak out again. Read the chapter for these people. Let them know what Pimpn Ken talking about.
One last example to young men. The system is real, and they are masters at human chess. Please understand that you are a pawn in this game. Right now, there's a law called human trafficking that carries life in prison, aimed to lock up any alleged pimp and fill more prison cells. Change your life. Get out of the game and do something positive. You may think you're using that young girl as a pawn, but what the system has planned for you will make you a slave and a hoe for the rest of your life.
Let me see that book. This is the book, The Art of Human Chess. Now, be intelligent. Okay, let's all be intelligent. Let's be intelligent. Let's be wise. If a man is trying to set you up and put you in prison, why would he tell you to wise up? Why would he tell you that the system is geared to lock you up? Why would he tell you these things? You see what I'm saying? But you know, the people out there, they want you to believe different. They want you to think, you know what I'm saying, that your brother is out to get you. They want to think. Now, all you pimps, you know what I'm saying, that know me, all you pimps that have been around me for years, why aren't you incarcerated? Ask yourself that question. All you drug dealers that have been around me for years, why you ain't incarcerated? But you gonna let an internet geek, a sucker that we neither one of us know, that we never seen, somebody that just work for the system and trying to destroy this positive message that I'm trying to give to these young people, you know what I'm saying, tell you other? Come on, brother. You know what I'm saying? You know that I know how the game go. We all from the streets. You know what I'm saying? Those who don't from the streets, let me give you a little lesson. If a person is snitching, the first thing that a person should do is produce paperwork. Paperwork, real transcript, not that fabricated stuff that's over there. I ain't going to mention the site. I'm not going to mention the site. I'm not going to give him no credit. I'm not going to mention his name because he already said that he's taking me to federal court and he's going to ask me about my criminal life. He's going to ask me what I'm doing. So he's already, you know, on some other shit. I'm not with that. So you understand me? You know, I'm not going to mention his name. But anyway, you understand me? Back to the real deal. If you look at the book that I just read from, you understand me? In this book, like I said, I'm telling brothers to watch out for human trafficking. Don't let the system get you trapped. You know what I'm saying? One in every 4 African Americans is incarcerated. America represents 5% of the world's population, but incarcerate 25% of the world's population. So therefore, what I need you to understand is that because of that, and because of this serious criminal element, you know what I'm saying? What you need to do is you need to understand that this is the reason why a lot of young African American people is going to jail. So, you know what I mean? You know, just to keep it, you know, on the real, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I want you to understand that, you know what I mean? As long as the criminal justice system is setting up a system in order to incarcerate young men, you know what I mean? You're going to continue to see systemic racism. You're going to continue to see people who spend millions of dollars, you know what I'm saying, in Washington, that spend millions of dollars on lobbyists, making sure that you and I go to jail. See what I'm saying? So we don't need, none of us, if you is working with the police, if you is snitching, we don't need, neither one of us need to be working with somebody that's trying to demigrate and try to destroy our community. You know what I'm saying? We already been through a lot. We've been through slavery. You know what I'm saying? We've been through, we had a lot of things that didn't happen to us over the years. So, you know what I'm saying? We as a people, the first thing we need to do, we need to understand that just as easy it is for you to sell a kilo of dope, just as easy it is for you to put a hole on the stove, it's just that easy to start a business. It's just that easy to do something constructive with your life. And that's what I'm trying to focus, that's what I'm trying to focus on. So what I want you to do, I want you to also, like I said, go over there for all you people that bought the class. You can get the classes. I got a game college. What I do, that book that I broke down to you, the 48 Laws of Game, you know what I'm saying, Pimpology, excuse me, this book right here. This whole book, I break it down, the 48 Laws of Game. What I do is I break down each lesson, and I give it to you from my perspective. So if you don't have a comprehensive understanding, if you don't know what I'm saying, I break down each chapter, and it's free on YouTube. All you got to do is go to free to YouTube. So you get this book broke down by me, free, all 48 lessons. It says 48 laws. I break down all 48 laws. So I want you to make sure you go and you get this book on YouTube. And you can listen to it free, you know what I'm saying? Well, you can listen to me give out the game college. And like I said, you know, one of the things that we got to realize is that, you know, whenever somebody try to do something positive in our community, they send an agent, they send agent of provocateur, they send a person, you know, to try to, you know, disturb the positive things that's trying to go on. They don't want to see the positivity in our community. They don't want you to see Pimpn Ken make an elevation. They don't want you to see Pimpn Ken going to the next level, because they know if you see Pimpn Ken and Pimpn Ken show you a positive example, if you see Pimpn Ken out there selling DVDs, if you see Pimpn Ken, you know, with books on the internet, then that's going to inspire you. So when I put out the message the other day that Pimps Up and Holds Down is responsible for young men going to prison. When I put out, the human trafficking laws, all of a sudden, the enemy went to work. Started calling me a snitch. Started slicing and dicing messages, and this person that I'm talking about, I refuse to say his name. He what they call that, recorded all of our conversation. He had a conversation with me and another brother. Me and the brother was having a conversation, and I said, man, just let your people know that, I ain't never snitch on you. Let your people know that I ain't never did this, because this guy was mad at him, and he went at me on the internet and spoke ill of me. You know what I'm saying? And he said, he connected me with the dude. He said, well, Ken must be connected with the dude. And the reason why we were talking that, because he wanted me to have that guy take his stuff down. So I said, I have him take the stuff down, but you got to tell your people, about me too. You got to let your people know what's going on, because I don't want your people to be misconstrued or thinking that, there's some foul shit going on with me. So he never played the entire conversation. He only give y'all bits and pieces. You see what I'm saying? Like I said, he put my record up when I committed a robbery. And I'm going to get the actual record. It just take a little time to get it from the court. But I'm going to get the record. I'm going to show you the record. Like I said, I'm not no angel. I used to rob. I used to steal. I used to do everything. You know what I'm saying? I changed my life because I had children. And my children are, doing well. You know what I'm saying? My son is in college. My son is acting in L.A. You know what I'm saying? I have another son that's doing good in school. I have daughters that graduated from school. You know what I'm saying? So, I had children. I couldn't let my children see that only image of me, the Pimpn Ken image. I had to show them Professor Ken. I had to, provide a different image for them. So anyway, what I'm saying? So the guy, him and I had our disagreement. And I'm talking about, I don't even say his name. You know what I'm saying? But, and then from there, the guy started putting up criminal records of me, being a bank robber. Yes, I was a bank robber. I'm not ashamed of that. You know what I mean? I robbed banks 30 years ago. That's the best he can do, is find something from 30 years ago and say, oh, look at this here. He committed bank robbery. But he don't show you that I didn't have any co-defendants. He don't show you that, it was another case where there was no co-defendants. Listen, man, I have no vested interest in snitching on you. I don't have nothing. I don't care what you do. Your business is not my business. You know what I'm saying? And I shouldn't even be addressing this. But I got to address this Internet Geek, because I want y'all to know that the enemy is busy. The enemy don't want Pimpn Ken to uplift you. They don't want you to get the knowledge and the wisdom I got. You know what I'm saying? This is 52 years of game, baby. They don't want you to have this game. They don't want you to be like me. Hey, man, the good question is, why is everybody in jail? Why is a lot of people incarcerated? Because they don't have the game that I have. They don't have the knowledge. They don't know how to flip the script like I talk about in chapter 48. Don't believe the hype. You know what I'm saying? They don't have the understanding of what the enemy is trying to do. I explained to you, how the criminal justice system works. I explained to you that human trafficking was supposed to be about Japanese and Africans and Libyans and so on and so forth, little girls that was being brought over from other countries. And then it turned out to be an urban problem. Then young African American, young white and young Latinos Americans started getting incarcerated for pimping. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to raise you up. Don't let nobody distract you from my message. I want you to continue to pay attention to my message. If I say something like go out there and pimp a bunch of hoes, or go out there and sell a bunch of keys, and then, I come around you and I try to find out if you selling keys or you pimping hoes, then, you say that brother ain't right. But if a brother trying to lift you up and a brother trying to educate you and show you some direction, that's the brother that you want to listen to. You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Anybody that have anything negative about what I'm saying now, guess what? They're part of the system. Anybody that speaks negative about somebody trying to uplift their younger generation, because your fathers went there. Let's be real. Half of you never met your father. Half of y'all never met your uncles. You see what I'm saying? So the only person that can teach you is the person that's been through it, just like your father and your uncle. I didn't run off on my children. You know what I'm saying? I stayed there. I raised my children to the end. My father didn't run off on me. I know a lot of you guys, your father ran off. You know what I'm saying? He act like he didn't know your mama. You know what I'm saying? And I agree with you. He's a dirty motherfucker, if that's what you want to call him. You know what I'm saying? I heard a lot of rappers, speak ill of their fathers. And you have a right to speak ill to your father. But hey, guess what? If you don't have a father figure, I want to be your father figure. I want to show you a better way to fight the day. I want to uplift you, brother. You know what I'm saying? I want to show you how to go into business. I want to show you how to do business with corporate America like I did. When I said go from the ghetto streets to executive suites, hey, man, Simon & Schuster is $1 billion company. I'm sitting in there with those people, and I'm making big moves. You know what I'm saying? I'm setting up marketing deals. I'm setting up book deals. This is what it's all about, man. This is elevation. This is what the next level is. It ain't pimping on hoes. It ain't trying to get $1,000 out of a chick, or it ain't about, you know, understand me, you know, cutting a chick head because she didn't get your money last night. Man, that's cool if that's what you want to do. I'm not knocking your hustle, but I'm telling you that it's a better way. Because I did everything that you did. You know what I'm saying? From carrying the pistols to, you know, moving the packs to, you know what I'm saying, hustling. I tried it all. And I'm going to tell you, none of it works because it all goes down to the system. I'm going to leave you with this. If there's a swamp, listen to me, and in that swamp there's 365 alligators, and you got to swim across that swamp every day, and you get across that swamp 364 days. And then on the 365th day, that alligator lock on you and tear you apart. That's the same way the prison system is. That's the same way the criminal justice system is. You might get away 364 days because they was locking somebody else up. And the reason why those alligators didn't eat you before because they was eating somebody else. They was eating something else that was already being fed. But once that alligator didn't have nothing to eat, and once the criminal justice system is done with devouring and incarcerating all those other people, guess what? They coming after you. And me, and you, and you, and him, and her, all of us. So this is the last time I'm going to speak about this. You understand me? I'm going to definitely, you understand me, I want to make my point. I'm going to definitely show you my contract. I'm definitely going to show you my book where I never mentioned $300,000 from HBO. And then after that, I'm done with it. But I had to deal with this Internet Geek because I want you to know those are the people that they're going to send on us, because they know the Internet is very impressionable, and they're going to use people who have knowledge in that area in order to try to destroy brothers like myself who got good meaning, who really want to see, you know what I'm saying, the community uplifted. So listen, you know what I'm saying, never let somebody that you don't know tell you something about somebody that they don't know. If you want to know something about a person, you know what I'm saying, if you investigate that person yourself, or you find somebody that really know that person, that really can attest to that person, and really justify who that person really is. So we're gonna shut this bullshit down on the internet with these geeks, you know what I'm saying, these lames, these suckers, you know what I'm saying, who have nothing to do but sit on the computer all day and criticize and demonize somebody that's really trying to do something positive. Like I said, stroll down and look at my videos. The one about human trafficking and the one about pimps up and hoes down was responsible. I know I was in those movies, but I denounced those movies because I seen the trick. You know what I'm saying? I was 30 years old. When you're 30 years old, you don't know what's going on. You don't know the trick of the enemy. You know, like a lot of you brothers that's 30 years old. Y'all don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to tell y'all what happened to me and what I seen and how I envisioned it and how I think that the movie, you know what I'm saying, was a bad idea and that I should have never did it and that I'm sorry that I did it because I don't want to see you go to jail. I don't want to see you fucked up because my children ain't fucked up. My kids is doing well. You know what I'm saying? So I can't tell my kids one message and then tell your kids something else. If I'm telling my kids to do right, then I'm going to tell your kids to do right. I'm going to tell your kids to stop pimping. I'm going to tell your kids, you know what I'm saying, to stop shooting people. I'm going to tell your kids to stop the violence. Whether they do it or not, that's on them. And if they do it and they do it right, I respect all hustle. You know what I'm saying? I'm from that game. But if I can just warn you and give you the warning, at least you'll say, I had that chance. I had that chance to think about it. Pimpn Ken gave me that chance. Hey, look, thank you for listening. I'm out. Peace, Pimpn Ken.